Have you ever wondered why someone keeps appearing in your mind? Even when you've tried to forget them, they show up in the smallest moments: a song, a street corner, even a faint scent, and it leaves you asking, is it love, obsession, or is your mind trying to tell you something deeper? Have you ever had someone take over your thoughts so completely that no matter what you do, you just can't seem to shake them off? Their presence lingers not physically, but mentally. Their name pops into your mind randomly, their face flashes in your memory during the most mundane tasks, and a simple smell can bring them right back into focus. What's even stranger is, sometimes this person isn't even close to you. Maybe it's someone you barely know. Maybe it's an ex, an old friend, or someone who once caused you pain. You try to distract yourself, keep busy and push them out, but it doesn't work. It's like they've taken up residence in your head. Rent-free. So what is this? Love? Obsession? A spiritual bond? Or is it something much deeper, something rooted in psychology? Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in modern psychology, believed that when someone keeps showing up in your thoughts, it's never random. Your subconscious is speaking to you. Jung proposed that the person you can't stop thinking about may actually reflect a deeper part of yourself, a hidden desire, an unhealed wound, or an unresolved piece of your personality. It has less to do with them and more to do with what they represent within your psyche. In this video, we're diving into Jung's powerful psychological concepts to uncover why you can't stop thinking about this person and how to take back control of your own mind. As Carl Jung said, when someone keeps appearing in your thoughts, it often means they're a mirror reflecting a hidden part of you. And that, my friend, is no coincidence. Whether it's through admiration, love, or even subtle frustration, when someone repeatedly shows up in your thoughts, it's often a signal from your unconscious mind, a message that they represent something within you, something unresolved, unexpressed, or underdeveloped. This is exactly why certain people seem to haunt us mentally. They mirror the qualities, emotions, or traits we're either missing or denying within ourselves. For instance, if you're a naturally reserved or introverted person and find yourself constantly thinking about someone who's vibrant, confident, and outgoing, that could be your subconscious nudging you to embrace that untapped confidence within. Or maybe you're a very structured and logical thinker, but your thoughts keep circling back to someone free-spirited and creative. That could mean your mind is yearning for more spontaneity and emotional expression. These people aren't random, they're mirrors, and your subconscious will keep bringing them up until you face what they represent and begin to integrate those qualities into your own life. But what if it's not admiration? What if the person you keep thinking about is someone who hurt you? Why can't your mind let that go? This brings us to a powerful truth that Jung emphasized. Unresolved emotions create open loops, and those loops can keep you mentally trapped. Until you finally find closure, we explore the concept of unresolved emotions, psychological loops that trap someone in your thoughts. Now, let's dive deeper into how these loops work and, more importantly, how to finally close them. You keep replaying scenarios in your head because the story hasn't ended, at least not in your mind. You think, what if I had said that? What if they had stayed? Or could I have changed the past? But here's the tough reality. Closure doesn't come from them. It comes from you. The moment you stop chasing what ifs, learn the lesson and make peace with the past, that's when your mind can finally let go. Your subconscious hates loose ends. Just like a movie ending on a cliffhanger, your mind keeps going back, searching for resolution. The stronger the emotion, the stronger the attachment. If you felt deeply connected to someone, your mind won't release them until you consciously process and release the emotion tied to them. Your brain treats emotional pain like an unfinished puzzle, and it can't stand leaving pieces missing. That's why some people live rent-free in your head long after they've walked out of your life. So how do you close that loop? First, acknowledge your emotions. Don't suppress them. Ask yourself honestly, what am I still holding on to? Write it down. Journaling brings clarity and helps your brain untangle unresolved feelings. Seek closure, even if it's one-sided. You don't need the other person to find peace. Sometimes, simply accepting what happened and mentally closing the chapter is enough. Redirect your focus, pour your energy into new goals, new experiences, or new people who help you feel alive and whole. Until you fully deal with those lingering emotions, that person will keep living in your mind like a squatter refusing to leave. The only way to truly let go is to complete the emotional cycle on your own terms. That's why an ex, a lost friend, or even someone who hurt you may suddenly pop into your mind years later. Your subconscious is still searching for resolution. But what if this doesn't feel like emotional closure at all? Well, that leads us to something even deeper: trauma bonds, powerful emotional ties, rooted in pain, inconsistency, and addictive highs and lows. Now that we've explored why unresolved emotions keep someone stuck in your mind, let's go deeper. What if it's not just regret or longing, but a painful emotional attachment that feels impossible to break? That's when we step into the territory of trauma bonds. When someone hurts you, but somehow still feels essential to your emotional stability. Your subconscious may have linked them to both pain and comfort. That's why toxic relationships can feel so hard to leave. Carl Jung believed that many of our thoughts and behaviors are driven by unconscious wounds, deep emotional injuries from the past that we've buried but never truly healed. If someone hurt you and you still can't stop thinking about them, you might be stuck in a trauma bond where your mind confuses emotional pain with emotional attachment. If your relationship with this person was toxic, your brain may still be trying to figure out what went wrong, even if the relationship has ended. And if they remind you of someone from your past, a parent, an ex, or anyone who left a deep emotional mark, your subconscious may be replaying old wounds, trying to resolve them. Here's why trauma bonds can trap someone in your thoughts: unhealed childhood wounds. If you grew up with emotionally distant or inconsistent caregivers, your brain learned to chase love rather than receive it freely. So you may be drawn to people who recreate those patterns, keeping them on your mind even when they hurt you. Intermittent reinforcement. Psychologists have found that unpredictable affection, warm one moment, cold the next, creates stronger emotional bonds than consistent love. This inconsistency wires your brain to crave approval and chase validation. Fear of abandonment. Trauma bonds make you feel like losing this person means losing a part of yourself, even if you know they're not right for you. Your subconscious fears rejection, so your mind clings to them. So how do you break free? Start by understanding that your attachment is not real love, it's emotional conditioning. That realization gives you power. The key lies in healing the wounds that made you vulnerable in the first place. Reflect deeply. Consider therapy. Surround yourself with emotionally healthy people who don't make you feel like you have to earn love. When you recognize a trauma bond for what it is, not destiny, but a replay of past pain, you reclaim control. Awareness is the first step. When you realize your mind isn't fixated on them, but on what they represent, you can finally let go. In summary, if someone keeps popping into your thoughts, the universe might be trying to teach you something. Carl Jung believed that persistent thoughts of someone aren't random, they carry meaning. So now the question becomes, how do you protect yourself from that influence and keep your focus where it belongs? Up next, we'll uncover specific strategies to shield your mind from emotional sabotage and stay on your path to clarity. Once you begin to realize that it's not really the person haunting your thoughts, but what they represent, you're finally starting to understand the message from your own mind. It's not a coincidence. If someone keeps looping through your thoughts, it's a message, not from the universe in some mystical sense, but from your own subconscious. That person is being used as a symbol, a signpost to guide you toward self-discovery and growth. Pause and ask yourself, why this person? What do they stir in you? Admiration, envy, affection, maybe even resentment. These emotions aren't random. They shine a light on parts of yourself that have been ignored or need healing. 1. They represent something you need to face. Carl Jung introduced the concept of the shadow self, the side of us we suppress, deny, or hide. If you're constantly thinking about someone, It might be because they represent a part of you that you haven't accepted yet. Maybe it's their confidence you admire, or perhaps their success reminds you of the dreams you've set aside. Your mind fixates not because you're obsessed, but because it's urging you to face the truth. Too. Unfinished emotional business. Sometimes a person lingers in your mind simply because something between you remains unresolved. A friendship that ended too soon, a breakup with no closure, or even a missed opportunity to express your truth. These are loose ends, and the mind hates unfinished chapters. It keeps bringing them back until you process the experience, reflect, write it out, or find peace. Even if it's one-sided. 3. They're a mirror of your future self. Have you ever admired someone so deeply that you felt magnetically drawn to them? It may be because they represent who you're meant to become. Their discipline, courage, or achievements may align with the version of you that's waiting to emerge. Your mind isn't fixated out of obsession, it's seeking inspiration for your personal evolution. For a spiritual or karmic connection, you'll also explore the idea of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that serve a greater purpose. Sometimes, someone enters your life not just to teach or challenge you, but to awaken something deep within. Maybe they're here to help you heal, grow, or learn a karmic lesson. Until you grasp that lesson, your subconscious will keep drawing them back into focus. Jung believed nothing in life is random, especially the people we meet. Some are lessons, some are tests, some are mirrors reflecting who we truly are. So maybe the real question isn't why can't I stop thinking about them, but rather, what are they here to teach me in the next part? We'll dive deeper into recognizing each type of connection and how to finally move forward with clarity and peace. Once you realize that someone keeps appearing in your thoughts not to torment you but to teach you something about yourself, that's when the healing truly begins. Instead of asking, why can't I stop thinking about them? Start asking, what am I supposed to learn from this? Maybe they helped you recognize your worth. Maybe they taught you the importance of setting boundaries. Or maybe, just maybe, they forced you to confront parts of yourself you usually avoid. Either way, until that lesson is understood, your mind will keep circling back to them. So what should you do? Don't fight the thoughts. Instead, turn them into a tool for self-reflection. Ask yourself, what do they make me feel, and why? Is there a hidden lesson in that emotion? Do they represent something in you that's been neglected, or is longing to be seen? The universe doesn't randomly plant people into your mind. Every recurring image is a message, but decoding that message, that's your job. And once you do, you'll unlock a more grounded, self-aware version of yourself. Now, how do we truly break free from the mental grip of obsession? Step 1. Identify the emotion attached to them. Do you admire them? If so, what qualities are you craving in yourself? Do they trigger discomfort? Then what wounds are they poking at? Do you miss them? Or do you miss the version of yourself that existed when they were around? Once you answer honestly, you'll realize it's not really about them, it's always been about you. Step 2. Integrate the lesson into your life. If they inspire you, begin cultivating those admired traits in yourself. If they hurt you, it's time to focus on healing and closure. If they reflect your past self, maybe it's time to reconnect with that part of you. Your mind holds on not to punish you, but to ensure the lesson is truly learned. Step 3. Reclaim control of your focus. In the end, you control where your attention flows. The more you ruminate on someone, the more power they hold. But when you turn your gaze inward, toward your own growth, their influence naturally fades. Remember this: if someone is constantly on your mind, it's because something within you remains unsaid, unresolved, or unacknowledged. Jung believed that those who dominate our thoughts are messengers from the subconscious. They reflect our fears, desires, wounds, and our potential. So, instead of seeing them as distractions, start viewing them as keys to unlocking your deeper self. The real question is, what is your mind trying to tell you? If this video gave you clarity, that little click inside, then it's a sign you're ready to grow. In our final segment, let's recap the core insights and discover how to move forward with strength, peace and emotional freedom. So in the end, if someone is constantly on your mind, it's not a coincidence, it's a message, a sign, a mirror, held up by your subconscious, showing you something you need to see, something you need to face. As Carl Jung once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. That person isn't your fate. They're a symbol, a reflection, a guide on your path to deeper self-awareness. So the next time they come to mind, don't push the thought away. Pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what is this person trying to teach me about me? When you begin to look inward instead of outward, that's when true freedom begins. Because the more you understand who you are, the more clarity you'll have on who you should hold on to and who it's time to release. If this video helped you reflect, hit the like button, subscribe for more deep insights, and share in the comments who's been on your mind lately and what do you think it means. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and take back control of your mind.